Good afternoon, my Dhamma brothers and sisters. So today lecture will be on local chapters. Yesterday I will explain about Rupavachara Chaita and Arupavachara Chaita. This Rupavachara Chaita, Arupavachara Chaita is possible through samatha practice. If we practice successfully samatha meditation, we can attain the first rupa jhana. After that, arupa jhana. There is also only kusala. The attainment of Rupavachara kusala, attainment of Arupavachara kusala. But the Rupavachara vipaka is only in Brahma world, cannot be in human world. That is just a result of Rupachana. Attainment is can be called Rupavachara kusala, according to Buddhist. After Rahan become Rahan, it is called Rupavachara Kariya. This is Rupavachara Kusala Chaita. Through Rupavachara Kusala Chaita, one attained jhana. He didn't lose Rupavachara jhana up to death. This Rupavachara Kusala will brings about its effect in Arupavachara. Rupavachara, Rupa Brahma plane. At that time, Rupavachara Vipaka Chaitas appeared as if relinking consciousness of Brahma. So Rupavachara Vipaka is the result of Rupavachara Kusala. Rupavachara Vipaka Chaita cannot arise in a human world. Only Kusala Chaita is possible. Vipaka Chaita is only in Brahma world. When the person who attained the Rupajana, he will be born in Rupa Brahma world. That is also accordingly. A person who have attained the first jhana, he will be born only first jhana plane, not the other jhana planes. Accordingly, first jhana produce first jhana result. Second jhana produce second jhana, third jhana to third jhana. Fourth jhana kusala, fourth jhana vipaka. Fifth jhana kusala, fifth jhana vipaka. Accordingly, these jhana kusalas are very powerful. Jhana kusalas are very powerful. The meditation practice object is many objects. If you follow the Metta Bhavana systematically, not only may you be happy, not only reciting, but Metta Bhavana's mental functions, just mental function. If you practice Metta Bhavana successfully, you can attain the first Rupa jhana, second Rupa jhana, third Rupa jhana. With the object of Metta Bhavana, you cannot go beyond or do fourth jhana and the fifth jhana, cannot. Only first jhana, second jhana, third jhana. The same way, Karuna also, there is according to four systems. Karuna also, it is an object is being who suffer. Beings who suffer are the object of Karuna. Through Karuna Bhavana, we can attain the first jhana, second jhana, and third jhana. Mudita. Mudita's objects also being object, being who succeed, being who is happy, who feels happy. With this object, one can attain first jhana, second jhana, third jhana. But through Upekha object are also a kind of being. You cannot start with the Upekha. You must start with the Metta, Karuna, Mudita. Upekha is fourth jhana or fifth jhana. So Upekha is a higher equanimity. So Upekha only produce fifth jhana or fourth jhana. So in Visuddhimagga we explain, in Visuddhimagga Samatha chapter explained in detail how to follow these meditation technique. If I talk briefly about Metta Bhavana, Metta, the word is very simple. Metta derived from Metta. Metta means friend. Metta is a minor friend. A minor friend is called Metta. Mettasa, esa, Metta. Metta, friend. Esa means property. Property of friend. Property of friend means a spirit of friend, a mind of friend. What is called a mind of friend? A mind of friend. Everybody has friend. Towards a friend, what is your attitude? You can understand easily. What is your attitude to your friend? So you want your friend happy. You want to see your friend happy. So that is the friend of mine. You want his welfare or well-being. We must have such an attitude towards all beings. That is Metta Bhavana. The mind of a friend, we must spread to all beings such an attitude to all beings. That is Metta. In Karaniya Metta Sutta, the Buddha compared with the mother's love. A mother who has only child, his love is only one child. Madaya Taniyam Buddha Mayusa Eka Buddha Manuraki. The mother protects her own child. His love is concentrated only her own child. The same way, your mind must be concentrated. Such an attitude toward all beings. We must try to arise such a mind towards all beings. Manda Sambhavayi Apriman. So that is Metta. If you wish to attain to Metta, you must choose your object. Object is important. First must be object. In the choice of object, you must be correct. You must be right. If you choose wrong object, you cannot succeed. So right object. First, for beginner, we must choose the object. As a male must choose male friend. As a female must choose female friend. Male should not choose female. Female should not choose male. Must be the same set, because Metta and Dhamma is very close. Metta and Dhamma very close. It will change. If it changes, it's very dangerous. Cannot be pure mind. Impure mind is sclerosis. Therefore, when we choose the object of metta, we must choose carefully. Male must choose male friend as an object. Female must choose female friend as the object. Towards the object, we must cultivate our metta. This is for jhana practice. For jhana practice. Just for meritorious action, just for merit. You can choose any object. Generally, you say, all beings, may all beings be happy. That's the general. In general object, you cannot, concentration cannot be strong enough, therefore cannot attain jhana. Must be quite one point in it. Your object must be one point. So therefore, male friend, female friend, we must choose according to the same set. Then what should be done? When we about to practice Metta Bhavana, we must try to keep in our mind the face of our friend. Face of our friend. If not, remember, not clearly appear, we must use photograph. That is just advice. Photograph, seeing, looking at photograph. Mentally we must be, mentally we must develop such an idea. May he or she be happy. May he or she be happy. Repeatedly, no need to recite by mouth. Mentally repeated. Without a let wandering, without a let mind wandering other object. Wander the other object. In this way, we can have concentration, samadhi. We can have concentration. In that object, not imaginary object, imaginary sign, only preliminary sign and memory sign, only these two. On these two, if we have a concentration on our friend or face, on the face of our friend, we can attain the jhana. First jhana, second jhana, third jhana, one by one after the other. Not immediately three. So first attainment is first jhana. Then must increase our concentration, then attain the second jhana. Then try to increase the concentration. The third attainment is the third jhana. Cannot go beyond. With this object, must change another object. So, through Metta Bhavana, what we feel when we practice Metta Bhavana. In the beginning, in primary object or memory object, we feel we are staying together, our friend. He is always together. He is always live together. So the feelings will. Concentrations are only towards a friend. Then such a mental state appeared. May he be, may she be happy in this way. If our mind is strong enough with our friend, there is a test. Our metta is strong or not. How to test? We must change the object from our friend to unknown person. To unknown person. If we can cultivate our metta on unknown person, immediately it is strong enough. If not, immediately cultivate our metta on unknown person, we must try again with the friend. Try again with the object of friend object. Then test again. We must move on our metta towards unknown person. There is no difference between friend and unknown person. The same feeling. With the friend, with the unknown person, if you have the same feeling, your metta is good enough. They must test. By moving your metta towards your enemy, the hate person. At that time, if your metta is not good, strong enough, hatred appeared towards him. So you lose your metta. You must go back. You must go back to the object of your friend. Then cultivate, make it strong. You must try your metta to make it stronger and stronger. After that, move on again to the enemy. In your mind, the enemy lost, only friend. No difference between friend and enemy. You cannot differentiate these two persons. Your metta is strong enough. So altogether, you can get the 4%. Yourself, your friend, unknown person, your enemy. You must move on, one by one. But on yourself is not for the purpose of Metta Bhavana. Because to compare, we must compare with ourselves. I want to be happy, therefore the others also want to be happy. To compare in this way. To cultivate Metta is very easy in this idea. To carry such an idea to move on others. So therefore, to compare, first we must cultivate Metta to ourselves. So 4%. If you see among the 4%, if you see no difference among the 4%, the 4% become one. If you move on, turning towards 4%, your mind is no change. For example, if something happen, on those days in India, they caught human beings to sacrifice. Killed and human blood, they sacrifice to the deities. In such a case, that the robbers caught all 4 persons, and one of the 4 we must sacrifice. With the blood we want to honor the deities. If it's so, who will go? As one of the 4 persons must go. So you may say, oh, the other persons don't go, I will go. Or my enemy must go, or unknown person must go, or my friend must go. If you let the other persons go, or let himself or herself go, his metta, if he desperate, I must go, if it's such an idea, he hates himself. His metta is not himself towards him. He want to give his friend, his metta is not good enough to his friend. He want to give unknown person, his metta is not good enough to unknown person. If enemy, he still hate his enemy. No, not any person he dislike to let to go together. So there's no choice. No choice. If it becomes no choice, this Metta Bhavana is very strong and very powerful also. No limitation, your mettas. All are equal. All beings have become equal in your metta. In your metta there is no limitation. That is a strong another metta bhavana. So therefore, the Buddha's metta bhavana, no partialization. The Buddhas are not partial. The Buddha's metta bhavana towards his own son Rahula, towards his enemy, the opponent Devadatta. Between Devadatta and Rahula, for the Buddha there is no difference. No difference. Why? One thing says Buddha's metta bhavana is strong, good, strong enough. That is one thing. Another thing, the Buddha has no lova dosa moha. Only because of lova dosa moha. Because of lova, we want to favor others. Because of dosa, we want to favor others. Lova dosa is a condition to favor. So, if you succeed in this way, that is metta is strong enough metta bhavana. This metta bhavana is so powerful, so powerful. If we attain such a metta bhavana, we can experience 11 advantages. We can sleep soundly, happily. We can awake happily, soundly. No nightmare dreams. We have no nightmare dreams. The people love him. The deities love him. Deities protect him. no weapons effectuate, no poison effectuate. So, such advantages with them. Not only just may our beings have been way on, not only just is we can experience full 4 advantage, 11 advantages. Only just such a meddas cannot. Only strong meddas. The Buddha's metta is very powerful. You know the story of Nalagiri elephant. Theravada arranged with the help of Ajahn to send Nalagiri, wild elephant, wild elephant to the Buddha and Sangha on the narrow street. When the Buddha and the Sangha going for alms, going around for alms. At that time, they sent the wild elephant Nalagiri, giving the alcohol. So normally this elephant is very wild elephant, fearful elephant. Because of alcohol, this elephant is more and more cruel. He ran towards the Buddha and Sangha, want to kill. But the Buddha sent his metta bhavana towards the heart of elephant. Immediately, the elephants became tamed, elephant and become quiet. On seeing the Buddha, he paid respect. Because of metta bhavana, you see, his heart, his mind, his manners changes. Even animals, the Buddha's metta bhavana is very powerful. One day, the Buddha visited to Mandalay, travel Dhamma tour. And Mandalay is Republican kingdoms, Republicans, the oligarchy systems. According to oligarchy system, the Mandalas, the kings of Mandalas, not only one king, as a group, in time they become president and rule the kingdoms. When the Buddhas travel to the kingdom, they meet and decide from one family, one person must welcome to the Buddha. If not participate, this will be charged $50. In those days, 50 kapana. So therefore, from all family, they have to go to meet the Buddha, welcome to the Buddha. When the Buddha arrived, on the way, many people welcome to the Buddha. Venerable Ananda followed the Buddha and saw his friend among the people. His friend is Roja, a prince, his close friend. So Venerable Ananda saw his friend and happily talked about, oh, you have a great meritorious action, you welcome us. Venerable Ananda told. Then Roger, his friend, replied, I'm not willing to come because I am afraid of the charge of $50. I dislike it to pay $50, therefore I have to welcome to you, not because of my wish. So that it caused to upset Venerable Ananda. Venerable Ananda reported about that to Buddha. So the Buddha said, that is not difficulty. To change Roger's mind. So the Buddha used his powerful metta towards Roger. Immediately Roger wished to come to meet the Buddha and searching for the Buddha. Where is the Buddha? Where is the Buddha? Immediately followed. Then the Buddha preached Dhamma and he became Sotapanna. That story is mentioned in Vinaya text. So Metta Bhavana, if it succeeds, is very powerful. But you should notice our metta, the others' metta. Most people in Myanmar, when they meet us, they request, Venerable Sir, please send Metta Bhavana to us. But send Metta Bhavana, they may receive a little. But Metta Bhavana, they must cultivate themselves. They must cultivate it themselves. No request others' metta. No need to request from others. They must do themselves. They must cultivate their metta in their own heart. If they accept others' metta, they cannot experience 11 advantages. Cannot. Only a few. Like just a kid. If you wish to experience 11 advantages, benefit of metta, we must do ourselves. We must cultivate ourselves. We can have full advantages, metta bhavana. So through metta bhavana, we can attain the rupa jhana. First jhana, second jhana, third jhana. Then continued arupa jhana. That is jhana stages. These jhanas are explained. These jhanas associated with these jhana stages are called rupa jhana, rupavachara jhanas, arupavachara jhanas. In chapter 1 only explained about the jhana. In chapter 9 will be explained how to attain it. Okay. This year we cannot explain in chapter 9. So many chapters. Therefore, roughly I explain about it. If you wish to know about it, the meditation, you must study chapter 9, comprehensive Abhidhamma. So Abhidhamma is Abhidhammata Sangha by Venerable Anuruddha. So altogether 9 chapters. Chapter 1 is about the Jeta. Chapter 2 about the Jeta and Cetasika. Cetasika and Jeta, how to associate each other. Chapter 3 will explain the functions of Jeta, the objects of Jeta, the feelings of Jeta, the base of Jeta, the object of Jeta will be explained. So chapter 3. Chapter 4 will be explained how Jeta arises and the process. There is only textual orders. Textual orders. The mental, the practical order is in other ways. That is will be explained in mental thought process in chapter 4. If you continue to study chapter 5, you will find how we are born in this life, how many type of beings, how many type of planes, what is the cause and conditions about the karma will be explained. How to die also will be explained. Then how to occur, chapter 5 will be explained. How our lifespan will be, how other beings and lifespans also. Everything will be explained. 31 planes, beings, how do they are born in their life, how to die, how to obtain the rebirth will be explained in chapter 5. Then chapter 6 will be explained the material qualities about our bodies. Then chapter 7 just categories like Satipatthana, Sampapatthana, Asava, Oga. These names, categories will be explained. Like this is appendix from glossary, appendix. If we know about that, when we study Buddhism and test, typical test, even Sotanda, we must know the categories. For example, many people know even this monastery is a Satipatthana meditation center. What is a Satipatthana? How many Satipatthana? So explanations in chapter 7. How many Satipatthana? How many Sampapatthana? How many noble truth? How many noble paths? Also explain how many aggregate, how many bases, how many elements, also explained in chapter 7. Then chapter 8 will be explained in cause and effect, causality, Paticcasamuppada and Patthana. Paticcasamuppada will be explained in chapter 8, then Patthana will be explained in chapter 8. Chapter 9 about the Samatha meditation, about the Vipassana meditation, how to attain the Mecca and Phala. So accordingly we must study these. Since from chapter 1 up to chapter 9 altogether. These are the base knowledge dealing with the Abhidhamma. Actually, they are not only Abhidhamma knowledge, the knowledge for Dhamma, the knowledge for Buddha's teachings. So if we study thoroughly this Abhidhamma test, the Abhidhamma Sangha, you will know many points of Buddha's teachings. So very useful this test, Abhidhamma Sangha, compendiums of Abhidhamma. So accordingly we have to explain. So chapter 1 now, the last chapter, I want to explain what is the last chapter. Lokotara chapter. What is a loka? Will be explained. These three types of world, Kama, Rupa, Arupa, are called loka. Loka we translate it as a world. That is in the world. Kama. Kama means, you see, Kama means sense of pleasure. Sense of pleasure or desire for sense of pleasure. Kama has two meanings. Desire for, to be desired. To be desired is a sense of pleasure. Sense of pleasure means, you see, on seeing, on hearing, on smelling, on tasting, on touching, we enjoy. That is sense of pleasure. We cannot go beyond happiness. How to obtain happiness? Many people are searching for happiness, with which we searching for happiness seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, thinking. We're searching for happiness in this way. Therefore, in this world, we always are searching for enjoyment and dealing with the sense of pleasure. Therefore, karma play. Brahmas are not searching for in this way. On seeing, they never enjoy. On hearing, on smelling, they never enjoy. Their enjoyment in other ways. They enjoy with the jhana object. You see, even human world, some people are dancing, jumping, they obtain their enjoyment. Isn't that? Seeing, participating in dancing, singing, watching, listening, they obtain their enjoyment. Some people regularly visit meditation center, sitting quietly through meditation, they search for enjoyment. So these two enjoyments is quite different. Karma planes searching for enjoyments on seeing, hearing, listening. Brahma's enjoyments like meditating. Going meditation center, sitting quietly alone, keeping the object in the mind, they sit meditation. They also have enjoyment. The young people may think, that person is very lazy, why he is sitting quietly? That is so lonely. Maybe they think in this way. Majority people nowadays, you see, they are watching something, or dancing, or singing, listening. They obtain their enjoyment, not just sitting quietly, staying alone under a tree, or solitary life, living solitary life, secluded place, practicing meditation. For the young people, maybe there is very laziness, lonely, very lonely. They dislike such a life. So Brahma's enjoyments in this way. They remain their jhana object happy in this way. Close their eye, close their ear, they are just enjoy like a meditation practice. That is a Brahma walk. You see, Brahmas stay in this way. For the karma plane, beings for karma plane, that is quite intolerable to stay. When I visited America, I met one lady. He asked me question. So, you married? So, no, I am not married. I am single. What a life! She said, what a life you are like, what a life you are like. So, she know only the enjoyment, marriage life enjoyment. Not understand another life of enjoyment. For her, so what a life! Terrible. So, Brahmas are like also in this way, you see. As a human being, we may think about what a life, very lonely. Lonely. People are afraid of loneliness, you see. The Westerners always said, leave me alone. They say, leave me alone. But if they are let alone, they become lonely and cause depression. cannot solve the problems. Cannot solve the problems. Even they stay alone, they always are content with the telephone. Communication is there. Cannot be stay alone. Many people say, I stay alone, but he not stay alone. He stay with the craving, with the idea, with the desire, with the desire. Therefore, the Buddha said, your company is a craving. All beings with the company and craving, they are in samsara. You see, sometimes I met the people are smiling alone, say laughing alone, because he also enjoying with his idea. Idea is his friend. So Brahmans are like in this way. Therefore, Brahmans are not searching for sense of pleasure. They remain with the jhana object. Absorbed the jhana object is very happy. They are very happy. So that is a Brahma war. In our war, we are searching for sense of pleasure. But we didn't find only sense of pleasure. We find displeasure also. We find displeasure also, you see. Not only sense of pleasure. Therefore, our mind is so activities, searching sense of pleasure, avoid displeasure. So that is a karma war, rupa war, arupa war. These are impermanent. These wars are impermanent. In karma war, people remain with the sense of pleasure. In Brahma war, the beings will remain with their jhana object. Lifestyle is different. Lifestyle is different. But all are impermanent. Therefore, the Buddha find out the higher of these worlds. These three types of world, karma, rupa, arupa, are called loka, meaning Monday. Monday is not a literal meaning. Loka literally perishable. Loka is perishable. The consciousness that goes out from loka, or is higher than loka, is called lokodara, meaning supramonday. Loka uttara, higher than loka, higher than this world. Mecca, the constitutions of Eightfold Noble Path is classified into four. So, Lokodara Chaita is classified into four according to Mecca. Phala, the effect of Mecca, is also four according to Mecca, that it is a cause. So this Mecca Chaita, Lokodara Chaita, can be attained through Vipassana meditation, not a samatha meditation. Through samatha meditation cannot attain. This must be another way. The samatha method's attainment is the highest is Neva Sanyana Sanyayatana, the fourth Arupachana. That is the highest level of jhana attainment. All are in the world, but their object is within the world. Their object inside the world. But the Lokodara object is the Lokodara Chaita's object is not in the world. Cannot be found in the world. Objects will be out of the world. That is Nibbana. Nibbana is not inside. Nibbana is outside. but sometimes you said Nirvana Bahaya, not included in five cricket, not included in five cricket. Therefore, we can say Nirvana is external, not internal. Nirvana is a go beyond these worlds. Go beyond sensual pleasure, go beyond the object of jhana. This is another object, special object of Buddha. So, okay, now let me break minutes. First, I want to explain according to text. First, we must know the meaning of Lord Gautama. In Mecca, Mecca translations a path. Path is not a literal meaning. Here, Mecca, the constitutions of the Day4 noble path. Mecca and Sayadaw U Canda. It's a literal meaning, it's not mentioned here. Mecca, the constitutions of the Eightfold Noble Path, is classified into two. So that is the meaning, Mecca, or the path. It is a unity of eight factors. Unity of eight factors. Not one is called Mecca. The unity. The human body also unity. We call a very car, that is also unity. Building also unity, or a unity, not only one. Okay, the unity. Here also, Mecca is the unity of eight factors. Unity of eight factors. According to the Mecca, Chaita will be classified. Phala is effect, result. So here, Mecca, literal meaning. Mecca, by removing mental defilements, it attains Nirvana, so it is called Mecca. Path is just a translation. In other places, Mecca is a way, or path, or street. But here, path is not a literal meaning. Literal meaning, Mecca, two words, Marka. In Sanskrit, different spellings. Mecca is a Pali spelling. In Sanskrit, that's Marka. Marka. Like in Dharma, Karma, Karma, Dhamma, Dharma. Mecca, Marka. M-A-R-G-A, Marka. So, in that case, Mar is one meaning, God is one meaning. Different meanings, that is compound words. Mar means, what is Mar? Mar means removing mental state. That is Ma. Removing mental defilements, Kilesa. Ka means attained Nirvana. That is the meaning. Mecca is so powerful. It performs two functions. It destroys the mental defilements, attains Nirvana. Two functions it performs. Two functions it performs. Is it possible or not possible? You must consider. One thing performs two functions in the same moment. For example, light. You see, the electric light. Electric light issue the light, remove the darkness. Two functions at the same time, the same moment. Giving light and remove the darkness. In this way, Mecca, in one part it is a remove mental defilement, in another part attain the Nibbana. Two functions in different form. Therefore, it is named Marka. Ma means destroying mental defilement. Ka means going to Nibbana or attain to Nibbana. That is a literal meaning. But most translators use only just a part, not literal meaning. In text, in Pali said, Kilese Marindo Nibbana Gacchati Ti Mekho. Kilese Marindo means destroying mental defilement. Nibbana Gacchati means attain to Nibbana. So, Pali it destroying and the Pali attained Nibbana. Two functions in Nibbana. Therefore, it is called Nibbana. Literally, it is a quality is mentioned through the word. Therefore, the sense of word we must know. We must know literal meaning. Just a part is not such a meaning. So there is Mecca, by removing mental defilements and attain Nibbana, so it is called Marka. Mekkanga, the eight factors, Mekka, Anga. Marka means Anga, the eight factors that compose Mecca. Factor of Anga means factor, Mecca means part. Factor of part, that is the meaning. Eight factors that compose Mecca, they are described as eightfold noble path. Many translators use eightfold noble path, eightfold noble path. So that is very popular, very familiar with Buddhist people. Samma Detti, Samma Sankappa, Samma Vacha, Samma Kamanta, Sama Ajiva, Sama Vayama, Sama Sati, Sama Samadhi. Sama Deity, right understanding or right view. Actually, deity means a view. Sama Deity, right view. Right view means the right understanding, right comprehension. So these factors are mental state. They are mental state. Right understanding is, in chapter 2 will be explained in Panya. Samma Sankappa, right thought, is not other things, only Vitaka. This Vitaka mentioned as a factor of jhana also, as a jhana factor. Vitaka, Vichara, Vidita is a jhana factor. Here, the factors are path. The factors are eightfold noble path. Vitaka. Samma Vacha, right speech. That is by it is a name and mental state Cetasika will be explained. Samma Kamanta, Samma Ajiva. These three belong to Sila. They are Sila morality. Speech, action, livelihood must be right. We should not take a lie. We should not use abusive words. We should not do backbite. We should not have vain talk. That is Samma Vacha. We must avoid the action. We should not kill, commit to killing, commit to stealing, or unlawful sexual relation. So that is, if we avoid these actions, that is called right action. Right livelihood means through wrong speech, through wrong action, our livelihood, we should not try to harm livelihood. Our livelihood must be in righteous way. That is right livelihood. That is dealing with the moralities. Then right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. These Eightfold Noble Paths are when you practice meditation, they work in together. They work in together. Roughly, if I say, that is, for example, when you practice Vipassana with the object of Anapana, so that as a practitioner, we try our mind to focus only breathe in, breathe out. Trying to be so, that is a Samma Vayama. Right? Trying to be so, there is a right effort. We try to keep our mind only breathe in, breathe out. That is a Samma Vayama. We try to mindful only that object. That is a Sammasati. We concentrate, our mind is concentrated only on the breathe in, breathe out. That is a Samadhi. At that time, these three are working together. Then, we thought about the natures of breathe in, breathe out. That is a Sammasankappa. After that, we understand how the breathe in, breathe out. We know the natures of breathe in, breathe out. We know the natures of air element. We know the natures of sensitive body. We know the natures of arising mind. We know the natures of impermanent. That is the right understanding. So, 5 factors working together during meditation. If they equally strong enough, that is attainment, you see. Attainment is possible. Otherwise, I cannot attainment. Must be equally performant. But during that, no Samavaja, no Samakamada, no Sama Ajiva. That is just supporting conditions of Samasmadi. Because we must have morality. If we have no morality, to concentrate only one object is very, very difficult. Venerable Angulimala, when he surrendered and followed the Buddha, became monk. He practiced meditation. At that time, what has happened? During meditation, when he focused meditation object, what he see in mind? He saw only that pictures. He followed the people to kill. People are running and shouting, "Don't kill me," crying. So such pictures appeared within. Not meditation object. Very, very difficult to concentrate the meditation object. Other pictures invade by force the idea. So the picture he performed in those days, he killed, there's a bloodshed, people are crying, "Don't kill me," running away. So such pictures, like a movie, during meditation time, he saw only that. So very, very difficulty to concentrate. Therefore, the Buddha said, you must have right speech, you must have right action, you must have right livelihood. If you concentrate on one object, the other object forcibly entered, forcibly will invade. To protect against them is very, very difficult. Therefore, Samavaja, Samakamada, Sama Ajiva, morality. Through morality, we can remove worry. No worry. Many people say, don't worry. But People are baffled about worries, cause to worries. Bad actions lead to worry. After that, don't worry, only don't worry is impossible. Don't do, which is lead to worry. If he did something wrong, that will cause to worry. So therefore, the Buddha completely composed of these Eightfold Noble Paths. That is the heart teachings of the Buddhas. You see, Buddha's first sermon, Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, the Buddha said, Majjhima Patipada, middle way. Middle way is not self-intelligent, not self-enjoyment, not self-mortification. These are middle. This is a middle way. Only middle way can brings about knowledge. Can bring about knowledge. Therefore, in first sermon, the Buddha has explained these Eightfold Noble Paths. In Eightfold Noble Path, just before meditation, we must have Samavacca, Samakammanta, Sama-ajiva, morality. We must have good morality. Good morality causes to happiness. Happiness will lead to concentration. Concentration leads to knowledge. That is cause and effect. In the last sermon, you know, when the Buddha is 80 years of age, the Subhadra asked question to the Buddha when the Buddha lying down on his right deathbed. At that time, Subhadra, the wanderer, asked the Buddha, since the Buddha clearly explained, don't ask other questions. Don't ask other questions. There's no time. In the teaching, there is no Eightfold Noble Path. In the teaching where there is no Eightfold Noble Path, that the teaching cannot attain in Nirvana. Cannot be first Samana, cannot be second Samana, cannot be first Sotapanna, cannot be Sakaragami, cannot be Anagami, cannot be Arahant. The Buddha definitely said, in the religion, there is a Eightfold Noble Path. That the religion is possible. So, these Eightfold Noble Paths are very, very important. It's in the heart teachings of the Buddhas. Last days, the Buddhas explained Eightfold Noble Path. The first day also Eightfold Noble Path. Between them also several times the Buddha explained Eightfold Noble Path. Only Eightfold Noble Path is lead to attainment. That is can lead to attainment. So therefore this mega will be explained. So in meditation, during meditation, these 5 factors, they are called Karapaka Maghanga. Karapaka means working, workers. They are performers. They perform their functions through, without the action, without the effort, impossible. Without the mindfulness, impossible. Without the concentration, impossible. Without the thought, right thought, is impossible. Without the right understanding, impossible. Not only in that way, you see, if you try to shoot with the arrow a target, in a target, so first we must try to point the target. That is effort, you see. That is effort, pointing. After that, we must mindful the target. If we are not mindful, we cannot get the target. So target we must mindful. Then our mind must concentrate only one point. Sama, the effort, vayama, sati, mindfulness, then samadhi, concentration. After that, how to shoot, thinking about how to shoot, that is a sankappa, thought. Then shooting, penetrating, that is understand, like the samadhi. So here also 5 factors working together. And practice Dhamma also in this way. Meditation practice also in this way. Trying to focus on the object, that is samavayama. Mindful only that object, it is samasati. Concentrate only one object, that is samadhi. Thinking of the nature, samasankappa. Understanding the nature, knowing the nature, samadhi. They are working together, but they have a different function to perform. Different functions. Samavayama's function, the other cannot perform. Effort is the functions of samavayama, the other cannot do. Mindfulness is the functions of sati. Understanding is not the functions of sati. Sati is just mindful. Like that, when we are walking, so many are working together. At least 3, we should count this. We must have eye. We must have a body. We must have leg, for example, if we walk. I must look at the way. Without the eye, we cannot see the way. So, eye is just for looking at. But I cannot walk. I alone walking is impossible. I just look at the way. Walking is through leg. Leg cannot see. Leg's functions is just walking. The other body is just keeping balance. Leg alone also impossible without a body. Without a body, only leg if you walk. Maybe ghost. You see? All are, you see, working together. Different functions, different purpose. Very simple. Buddha's teachings are very so practical. So practical. Like that, samadhi's functions is just understanding. Samadhi cannot mindful. Cannot be mindful the object. Samadhi cannot thought. Samadhi cannot effort. Samadhi cannot concentrate. But the concentration is the functions of samadhi. Mindfulness functions of samasati. Effort is functions of samavayama. So, they perform their functions harmoniously. Therefore, harmony is very, very important. Harmoniously functions. When in our body everything become harmony, we are healthy. If something wrong, we are not healthy. We have to go to hospital to make it balance, take medicine. Because if everything has become harmonious, it's working. Dhamma also in this way. Therefore, cannot be one. Must be unity. All are unity working together. Even one company, boss alone can do nothing. Must have employees. So, without it, such a person, company cannot succeed. No, all are working together. Even the clock, you see, how many parts are working together? Here's a number also working. You see, here is a 2 hands, a short one and long one. They are pointing number. If it, without Without such a hint, how to know what is the time? How to get the answer without a hint? So cannot. Without number, how to say? So all are working together. If there's something wrong, you cannot use. Everything is in this way. The Buddha's teachings are very simple, so practical. Within the range of human knowledge, not going beyond human knowledge. Therefore, whatever explained in the Buddha explained, Sayang Venya, I haven't known by myself. Sachikadawa, after experience I believe, I declare. Sayang Venya, he realized by himself. The Buddha never talked Dhamma according to tradition. No, the Buddha's teachings are not a tradition. Many people are saying the tradition, only tradition, or repetitions. So many repeat. The Vipassana talk, the others repeat, only repeat. The Buddha is not a repetition, not a tradition. The Buddha not talk about history. The Dhamma he experienced and the Buddha explained. So Buddha's teachings are so practical. Everybody can experience. Now during meditation we can find out these, what is the right effort, what is the right concentration, what is the right mindfulness, what is the right thought, what is the right understanding. You see, focus. We focus on the breathe in, breathe out. Try mentally walk. This is mentally effort. Everybody knows who practice meditation. Everybody who have experience in meditation practice, they know how to try, how to work hard, to concentrate only one object. Not so easy to keep mind only one object. So great effort. It is more difficult than they lift the stone. To lift the stone, you see, to keep our mind in only one object, it is very difficult. It is possible with the right effort. It is possible only with the effort. That is called samavayama. We must be mindful to the object. Without a mindful, we cannot understand. We cannot know, we cannot find the nature. Then, just a mindful is not enough. After that, our minds must be only one point. Its various points cannot know the nature. Therefore, mindfulness is necessary, concentration is necessary, working together. Then, right thought. Without a thought, cannot understand. We must think about something. For example, if we look at the books, it's a need to search for the point. Try effort. Mindful. Want to find out the point. Mindful. Then concentrate on the point. Samadhi. Then thought. What is the thing? Samasankappa. Then understanding. Understanding is come last. Understanding. When you go to supermarket, do you want something? If you find the things that you want, what do you do? First you take. After that you check. Is it good or not good? The same things or not. Without a check, you cannot find the same one. So there also must be, there also have mindfulness, concentration, effort, thought, understanding. Oh, that is the same one I like. Oh, that is a good quality to born. Here also, 5 factors working together. Concentration, meditation practice must be more and more harmonious of these 5 factors. Need more performance of their function is necessary. So therefore, Buddha's teachings are so practical. Explanation is these 5 factors are composed of a path. This path is only this path is the way to Nibbana. If you want to go Nibbana, you must walk this way. If you walk other ways, you see, jumping, dancing, singing cannot take Nibbana. Other ways. In this way must walk. If we walk in this way, we are on the way to Nibbana. Okay, so 4 types of Magga. Magga, the constitutions of the Eightfold Noble Path, is classified into 4 classifications because, you see, not only one, to understand about that, classifications are more important. Otherwise, we confuse as a one. If we confuse as a one, we confuse as a I or my property or permanent entity. This is something. Now many people are confused. There is a spirit inside. After death, the spirit is wandering, searching for the life. A majority in the nowadays, so many people keep the dead bodies in the cemeteries. For what? As a spirit, they like to stay. They want to keep there. They also searching for their new life. For lay people, the relatives is prayed yearly or monthly pray. Buddhist people, praying means not just praying, you see. Systematically, Buddhist people should be done in this way. We must perform a kusala, any type of kusala, offering dana or serving sila, practice meditation. After that is share. That is not praying. Quite a different praying and sharing is different. This is sharing. The lay person does not know about that. No communication. He cannot receive. He receives nothing. If there is a communication, he knows about that, happy, he accepts, well done, sadhu, sadhu. So, if he accepted, he received this one. He received the effect of kusala, the effect. Even sadhus, we need not something. Therefore, we think by presiding sadhu, we receive nothing. We think, but we receive. But we receive. By reciting sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. In Jataka story, there is a karma, it is skin received. In Jataka story, in a previous life of the Bodhisattva, he is a Brahmin, Sankha by name. He is from southern India. He went to travel by ship as a merchant. I think he came here Singapore maybe, Mandalay somewhere. Because of southern area, crossing the ocean on those days, you see. Indian Ocean, crossing Indian Ocean. He came to Penang or Malayu and some places. On the way to the place, there's a storm, big storm. It's a ship, sailing ship is sink on the ocean. Fortunately, they have a summer stove. Through this stove, he and his follower, 2 persons, floating in the ocean for 7 days. They are floating. Just before he traveled by ship, on the way, he met a monk without bearing fruit. Time is, there is a sunny day, summer season, very hot. That monk is not wearing food. Therefore, he offered his slipper to the monks. After that, he traveled by ship. On the way, because of storm, his ship is sank. His 7 days is floating. Luckily, he was saved. A boat. But in story, there is many Mekhala deities. Maybe American ship or other ships on the way. He was saved, but his follower was not saved. He told him, there's another person, please save him. So he said, he is nothing. No meritorious action, I cannot say. Even the deity cannot see him because he has no kusala. So at that time, Bodhisattva has a great intelligence. He think to give meritorious action, to share his merit to his follower. On the way to the ship, I offered his slipper to the monk. I share with you. I bestow this merit to you. He says, sadhu, sadhu. At that time he also said, because of sadhu. So sadhu also, you see, he has kusala. At that time he was saved. So we also, because of, you see, the rich people, so some people give, offered his gift. So no different because he also have. We have a kusala, therefore no different. If we need a kusala, we are suffered. Maybe this is work. So therefore, you must recite sadhu, sadhu always. If the other shared happily. So there is very wonderful things you see, kusala karmas in this way. So let us go back to the point. 4 types of Magga. Magga, the constitutions of Eightfold Noble Path, is classified into 4. Sodapatti, Magga, that enters straight to Nibbana. Straight to Nibbana. That is a literal meaning. Sota means, sota sometimes ear. One meaning is ear, synonymous term. Sota is ear, here is straight, not an ear, straight. Straight. Apatti means enter, entering. Magga enters the street to Nibbana. So there is online. The person who attains Sodapatti Magga, he is online to the Nibbana. not online. Online become online. It's on the street, on the way to Nibbana. If it becomes Sotapanna, he is on the way to Nibbana. We are not yet on the way to Nibbana. Trying to find out the way to Nibbana. Only just trying. Just trying to find out. We are searching for a roadmap. Just a roadmap. Magga that enters the street to Nibbana. Sakadagami, Magga for once return to the karma world. After attainment of Sakadagami Magga, he will be return. Return means, once return means one time he will be born here, not many times. He will come back as a human being, not just a visit. Not just a visit. Not as a meaning. He will be born as a human being once, only one time. After that he will attain Nibbana. That is meaning. Sakadagami. Saka Agami. Saka derived from Sake. Sake means once. Agami means coming. Coming one time. Coming once to the karma world. Anagami means Magga of no returner to come out. Anagami is when a person become anagami, he will be born in Brahma. He will never come as a human being, but as a Brahma he will come. Visit, only visit, but not will be born as a human being. That is the meaning. No returner means never be born as a human being. That is the meaning. Never be born in karma world. Not only a human being, he never be born as a deity also. Never come back to karma world. That is the meaning. Anagami never will be born in the karma plane. Okay. Arahat, Magga, that is the cause of Arahat fruition. That is given literal meaning. The Magga and Sayojana factor. The Magga of Sotapanna Magga completely eradicates the two factors, wrong view and doubt, deity and vicikiccha. When it becomes Sotapanna, there is no wrong view. No more wrong view. He never had a doubt about the Dhamma. He never doubt. He has never doubt. The Magga of Sakadagami causes reduction of sensual desire and hatred, only reducing. Sakadagami Magga only reduces sensual desire and hatred. Because of sensual desire and hatred is so strong. We think this is not strong, but it is very strong. Even Nibbana, they wish to be happy in Nibbana, wish to smoke in Nibbana. Sensual desire is so strong. Wish to enjoy even in Nibbana. Otherwise, nobody like Nibbana. Nibbana is not mind, not body, no fabricate, no life existence. Nobody like it will go to Nibbana. Because of people think Nibbana is very peaceful, Nibbana is supreme happiness, therefore he like it. Because Nibbana is desire for enjoyment, and Nibbana is not. Nibbana must be free from suffering. Wish to be free from suffering. So, the Magga of Anagami completely eradicates the two factors, sensual desire and hatred. Anagami is no longer sensual desire, and hatred. But the desire for jhana object still remaining. Desire for? There is a desire also so strong. Anagami has no desire for sensual pleasure, but they have a desire for dhammas. Still have desire for dhamma. My dhamma is very good, very strong. My concentration is very good. That is called dhamma raga, dhamma nandi, dhamma raga. Craving for dhamma, craving for dhamma. You see, that some persons enjoy with music. They have an attachment to music. Some persons say, oh, that is very noisy. I dislike listening to music. I want to practice meditation, remain in concentration. But his desire to Dhamma. That is also craving. Craving for enjoyment with the sense of pleasure. Craving for enjoyment with the Dhamma. Both are craving. But this craving is subtle. That craving is a cross craving. So that craving for enjoyments of Dhamma is very subtle. This very subtle craving is disturbed to attain Nirvana. Must try to remove even subtle craving. Without removing such a craving, nobody can attain Nirvana. Like that, we must consider, we must illustrate with a simile. For example, small dust. We put our palm and push. Nothing happens, no pain. Small dust, you see. Nothing happens in our arm because of this strong cross. Therefore, small dust is nothing. We don't know about that here. No pain caused. But that is small dust. If you put in your eye, what will happen? Small one. Here is not cause to pain. Here will be cause to pain. So subtle for attainment of Nirvana cause to trouble. So therefore, as long as we cannot remove the Dhamma raga, craving for Dhamma, we cannot attain Nirvana. Only Brahma will be as a Nagami, cannot be Arahant. So very subtle Dhamma is. Therefore, Anagami is only can remove. Anagami can remove only sense of pleasure and hatred. So, then Mekha of Arahata completely eradicated 5 factors. Desire for Rupajana, these are very subtle. Desire for Arupajana, conceit, mental restlessness, ignorance. So completely eradicated in that case. That is become Arahant. Kala Prushan, Kala is that which is the effect of Mekha. It belongs to Vipassanā. But Kala is special done for the effect of Mekha. So that is Lokodara Cetas without approaching jhana. Sometimes Lokodara with the jhana also have. Lokodara is divided twofold, without the jhana, with the jhana. If it arises without the jhana, Lokodara Ceta is divided into 8. If it arises with the jhana, Lokodara Ceta is divided into 40. The 5 jhana multiplied by the 4 mega makes 20. The 5 jhana multiplied by the 4 plus 20. Thus, 20 plus 20 becomes 40. So how to become 40 explained. Okay? By mathematic way. Jhana Chaitas, all Jhana Chaitas, if you add, you can get 67. Monday, Supramande, so totally, that is just for knowledge, okay? That is just for homework. You find out these numbers yourself, okay? So, in this lecture, I will explain how to attain jhana and make up Vipassana method. So, okay.